we are so excited to bring up the man, the myth, the legend, the one who started it all, Mr. Peter Gantner.
Guys, I totally don't drink milk and tequila right here. So first thing I want you guys to do is go grab a quick beverage because I want to toast how amazing you guys are. This toast isn't for what we're creating, guys. It's not what we're doing. It's about who you guys are as people. I am telling your whole lives, we even said if you get good enough, if you go out and learn this, if you learn that, then you'll be rewarded for what you do. I'm telling you right now, if you're part of Kula Brands, you're making a difference and you're amazing. I don't care if you've done one post. I don't care if you've supported one project. You are making a difference in changing a lot of people's lives. So I'm going to give you guys about 30 more seconds. Get a drink. We are going to do one heck of a toast here, guys. So this is to the amazing people that has changed my life, that has changed my family's life, that has changed my best friend in the world's life, Doug Kyle, that has changed this team's life, and that continues to every day, every minute, change your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys get the credit. You guys are the ones making Gun Bale happen. You guys are the ones that are helping get Humble funded. You guys are the ones that are making music happen, that has helped King of Hearts, that are making Donovan. When I sat in that audience and I watched the reaction of those people, guys, I'm telling you, we believed in Donovan. You believed in Donovan before anyone else would. And because of that, that's coming to the world. So congratulations and thank you. You are absolutely amazing. All right, guys, I am not going to get emotional, but I got to tell you, when I came up with this concept and I sat there, man, it's going to be amazing. And I sat around and I thought, what could we accomplish? What could we put together? If you got people working for a common purpose, right? Forget about what religion you are. Forget about what political party you belong to. Forget about whether you're an animal meat eater or a vegan, right? We're still going to love each other. We're still going to work together. I was just looking at my sister when I said that. So that was like a little thing for my sister Lynn, right? We're loving the animal eaters and the vegans, right? So guys, I got to tell you, we've proven that it doesn't matter about all that stuff. We all have differences. Every single one of us here, if we spend enough time, could sit down and figure out a difference that we have with somebody on here. But that's not what we focus on. And that, see, we completely eliminate that stuff. You see a post from somebody that maybe you don't agree with, who cares, right? Look for the post that you agree with. Look for the reason to support other people. Look for a reason to step up and make something wonderful, beautiful, and magical happen. And I'm telling you, that is the reason why we're going to change the world. Not the money we're going to make, guys. Not the brands we're going to bring to the world. It is the fact that we are proving that when people come together and work, amazing things happen, right? If you look at human potential and you look at where we were 100 years ago and you look at where we are today, and that was with people mainly focusing on the differences. Imagine if the world comes together and we only focus on what we have in common and what we can do together. Imagine how it can become. Now, we can't imagine that today. Why? Because we're just a small community. And the reason for us to put time, effort, and energy is there, of course, for you to chase your dreams. Of course, for you to achieve financial success. But ultimately, this is the task, guys. Let's show the world what can be done. Because once you show people what can be done, then they strive to duplicate. And when we get people striving to duplicate, and we go from the thousands or the tens of thousands that we'll have in Kula Brands to hundreds of thousands. And then we'll duplicate and move out to millions, and then tens of millions, and then hundreds of millions. And eventually, guys, I believe we can affect over 1 billion people. That's how we make this a better place for you to live in. Because I'll tell you what, you're going to have a problem with that $1 million. But I got to tell you what, you want that $1 million in a better world, not a worse world. You want it in a world that's moving in the right direction. That is the reason to step up and do what we do and continue to push forward. I am telling you what, I have big things for what we're doing. I got a big vision. It is coming to life. I am telling you, you can go back and listen to recording. And I've said we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And that time frame has already come. So I've been wrong on the time frame. But there is something I am not wrong with. And that is the power of you and you and you and you and you and you when we come together for a common purpose to stand up and support warriors, entrepreneurs that want to make their dreams happen. That is magic, guys. And I'm not wrong about that. And that is what we are going to do together. I'm telling you guys, when you look at what we're doing, and I know you guys are on here right now. Some of you guys will go, wait a minute, what about this project? You've heard all this great stuff. You said, what about this project? What about them? We are going to make them happen. Not me, not the entrepreneur. We are going to make them happen. We will revamp them. We will retool them. We will refund them. We will do whatever it takes to make sure that they move forward and they end up being a success. Just because it hasn't happened in the time frame so far does not mean it's not going to happen. As long as we believe in them, as long as we continue to push forward, we will succeed and we will make them into great companies. And I don't care what it is, guys. Oh, I know a lot of you are going, but what about race for the top? Well, I got to tell you what, guys, we're going to finish the first episode and then we're going to retool that sucker. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be a cooler reality show. It is going to be about us. It is going to be about what we're doing. It is going to be about our inventors. It is going to be about you. That is what we're going to bring to the world. And that's going to be happening here soon, guys. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad it took us this long to get it done. Because if it would have taken off, we would have put out some mediocre idea. But because it took so long, we said, wait a minute. We've got to retool. We've got to redo. See, sometimes, guys, when things take longer, they get better. When they take longer, they get better. So don't sit there and go, well, what about this? What about that? It's what are we going to do? How are we going to make a difference today in driving this model? Your model. If you have points in the branding pool or in the profit sharing pool, if you have equity, if you don't have any yet, this is still your business. This is your community. This is your opportunity. These are your dreams that you will decide whether you want to pursue them and make them happen. And please do me a favor. Pursue them. Run for them because we will help you get them. We, and I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about Doug. I am talking about we as a community. We as people. We as collaborators that are coming together for a common purpose, guys, that is going to drive things. We have the opportunity here to make a difference in the lives of over 1 billion people on this planet, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next year. It is going to take us time. We've got to prove that we can do what we are. See, you guys are, I don't know if you put the linear thing there, but the last company that we did, that we funded, which is music, see, we funded entrepreneurs. And if you look at those entrepreneurs, maybe some have done a little bit. Maybe some have done some stuff over here and there. The last company we funded, which is up right now, the CEO has already tapped out of 5 companies profitably. He's never had an investor lose money. That is what we are creating here. We didn't start there. Our first company couldn't be a company like music. It couldn't be a CEO like music. We had to prove ourselves. We had to get up every morning. You guys want to make a difference in the music industry? Then support Jacqueline, support Humble, support Donovan. Drive things, guys. Get uncomfortable. Push yourself. You got to sell something to be a part of something. You got to do a show. Push yourself. But I got to tell you, if you're right here right now going, I want to be part of this and I want to be part of this and I don't have enough money, then sit down tonight and make a plan how you are going to generate the funds so you don't miss out in the future. Because the opportunities are just beginning. This is the first opportunity that I've ever been a part of, that I've ever built, that it is going to get better. Getting in a year from now, it will be better than it is today. Engaging in a year from now, it will be better and engaging today. Now you got a difference. You can wait till then, or you can just get started right now and be part of the party. Be part of what, man, when we have get-togethers, guys, you want to be here. You want to be part of what we are doing. I'm telling you, we're going to have them 2 years from now, 3 years from now. So if you're sitting there going, well, I live on a fixed income or I have limited income, there's no way I'll be able to afford that. Stop. Stop. Put your dream on paper. I want to be at a kula event. That's the first thing. I don't care if it's kula 3. I don't care. I mean, if you're sitting there going, I'm in the hole, I'm strapped. I don't care if it's going to take you 3 years to get there. Mark that dream down. Write that dream down. And then put together a plan so we can get you there, so we can achieve that, so you can be part of what we're doing right here, guys. It's been magical being here for these few days, being at the studio. But guess what? We're going to launch lots of artists. We're going to be at lots of studios, and we're going to make lots of magic happen. You have not missed. You've missed this event, but you haven't missed being part of an event that is going to take place in Kula Brands. I'm telling you right now, when I sat down and came up with this idea, I said, wait a minute. Leverage is what, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to succeed, leverage is the most powerful way to do it. And so when I put this concept on paper, wait a minute, you're leveraging people, right? Through crowdfunding, through branding and marketing, right? Their contacts, their credibility. And then you're leveraging their sales ability. But the one thing that no other company can leverage is brilliance and creativity of artists like Humble, right? To be a part of what he's doing. To say, wait a minute, I couldn't play the violin, right? To be like, you'd be like flipping off the thing, right? You wouldn't want to hear it. But guess what? I don't need to play the violin, the fiddle, in order to be part of magical music. You heard him tonight. All I did is I got on my app, I supported the project, and now I'm going to be part of freaking phenomenal music, right? I didn't need to come up. I didn't need to go through a career like Tommy did in the music industry. Wait a minute, people stealing music. I did not have to come up with that solution. All of these people, from Evil There to what we're doing with Helix to all the other inventors, guys, you don't have to come up with the idea and do that part of it. You, by being part of this, get to leverage brilliance. You get to leverage, and you get to do it with not 1 or 2 or 5. Like, oh yeah, hey, I was Jeff Bezos' cousin. He came to me and I threw 50 grand in and today I'm a billionaire, right? How many cousins can he have? He can't have 10,000 cousins, right? And he only took money from 20 people in the beginning, right? So maybe you'd be one of the 20, maybe you'd be left out. Maybe you're the cousin that would get left out, right? And be pissed off today, right? You don't have to be the cousin that gets left out. You just have to be part of what we're doing. And right now, if you're financially strapped, then brand and market and share, and then figure out that plan, how you're going to develop that extra income so you can be a part on the crowdfunding side, on the sales side. Heck, you don't have any money, go sell something to one of your rich friends, right? Right? You know people got some cash flow, go sell it to them. And I know for a lot of people that's a bad word, but guess what? When you sell something, you get a commission. You sell something else, you get another commission. You sell something else, you get another commission. You stack those commissions on top of each other, and all of a sudden you're like, I can support Humble. Woo! Right? Or I can do this project, or I can do that project. Guys, we have an opportunity in front of us to change the world. And so what I want you to ask yourself when this call is over, I want you to write it down. Do I really want to change the world? Right? I want you to get out a piece of paper. Or you guys that are techie, because I still use pen and paper, you guys can pull up Word and you can write at the top of it, right? Do I really want to change the world? And then I want you to list what you are willing to sacrifice today. Time, money, resources, getting out of your comfort zone, the fear you feel when maybe you go into a store or when you go to a show. I don't like doing shows. Who cares? Put it on the list. I'm willing to sacrifice my fear doing shows, right? I'm willing to give up my golf game once a month so I can go out and have an impact. And if you do that, you list those out, right? I am telling you what, you sacrifice now, we are going to make it worthwhile. We are going to pay you dividends. You give up a golf game and we'll have you golfing in Scotland, right? You give up a vacation to grandma's or down the road or to the park, and we'll put you on the most amazing vacation in the world that you could ever imagine that you couldn't have, right? Give up something today, and I'm telling you, 24, 36 months from now, you're going to look back and go, I can't believe it, right? And you're gonna sit there and go, oh my God, I'm going to get calls on the phone, right? It's going to be, Peter, we're getting overpaid. They're paying us too much money. This is ridiculous. I spent $85 and I'm getting this check right here every single quarter, this is ridiculous. You have to stop. And I'm going to say, look, guys, I can't stop. It's a promise that we made to you guys. It's what we're doing. And I got to tell you what, guys, we're not done giving to you guys. All right, we just calculated some numbers. I think we got 29,000 more points to give away in the profit sharing pool, right? Right? 29,000 points that represent a share in Kula Brands. What do you got to do to get it? You got to step up, you got to step out, and you got to take that list that you're going to write down, and you're going to say, all right, I'm ready to do that one. Why? Because I want to be part of every single project. And to be like, I can't do every project. I can't share it. How do you be part of it? You earn those points, guys, and you will leverage every single creative person that comes to this community, every single action that everybody takes in this community. When we got 50,000 people and they're all taking an action or 2 or 5 or 6 a day, and you talk about that leverage, when we hit our first company doing $50 or $100 million a year, and they're lined up 400 deep out the door, I don't even let them in the door, right? They're just going to show up and line up every day. It'll be like an Apple iPhone on the first day of release, right? They'll have camping tents in my front yard stretching out, right, out into the street. They are inventors, CEOs that are already have companies that are already doing $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $10 million a year that are standing in line saying, wait a minute, we don't want to take 5 years to get this done. We want to get it done now, and we need your community because you have found 5, 10, 15, 20,000 people that understand delayed gratification, that understand that brands take time to build, that understand that if we support and help people, that we can achieve great things together. That's all I have for tonight, guys. Again, I can never thank you guys enough. You have changed my life more than I will ever change yours. You guys are amazing.
Amazing, Peter.
All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, we are on fire here. This is awesome. Peter, you're amazing. Can I just give you a quick? All right. That hug was from every single person in this community that wanted to give him a hug just now. That was, he felt it. He felt it from every last one of you. This is incredible what we do here, you guys.
One more toast.
One more toast. To the community.
You guys ready? One more toast to the community.
One more toast to the community.
Oh.
You stick with your tequila.
What was he going to toast with this one?
Okay, I want to toast Peter for coming up with this brilliant idea. So, everybody, a toast to Peter, and a toast to every single person in the community, whether they're active. So, here's to Celebrate!
All right, guys, let's